Hey, I'm Samuel. I'm from France and I'm currently in internship in the successful media digital agency. And this is Ngalinda, the owner of Successful Media and also MrMarketing. So, who are you, Ngalinda? Tell us about you.
Yeah. That's a nice introduction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my name is Galinda. Like I was saying, Galinda, and I'm 27 years old. I'm very grateful that you're doing an internship with the other guys. And I'm from Tanzania. I originally grew up in Tanzania, which is in East Africa. You're from France, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So it's not quite the same. Yeah, and basically 27. Started a business about 4 years ago now,
Okay.
and as part of that, we've been doing a lot of marketing for clients and different types of marketing. Essentially, I started a business with €90, so I always keep that story because it's literally I just think there's a lot people can be doing. Money isn't money shouldn't be something that prevents people to take an action.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I was going through college. While I was in college studying, I finished college and I had these ideas. And I would tell my friends, let's try this out, let's try this one, whatnot. And sometimes not everyone wants to do business, but when you have a feeling and you have a goal, whatever it is that people are telling you reasons why not to, and you need a lot of money and whatnot. Maybe because at the time I didn't know that because I studied computer science, so I just went for it, and without knowing that the work required and the capital needed, I think that's what got me going. And just I went in it as a kid because I didn't have a clue what to expect. I think if I did know, definitely it wouldn't took the long way and as hard as it did.
Sure.
I mean, if I had like looked into someone who was like myself, I found someone who was interested in getting a business started. Definitely, I'd be following that person, like the people I know now, like Ty Lopez and all these greats, Grant Cardone and all them. So definitely, that's who I am, and that's literally where I am today, and if that makes any sense.
Okay, sure. So you spoke about computer science.
Yes.
Is it your background? Can
Yeah.
you speak about?
Yeah, computer science. So yeah, I did computer science here in Ireland, in Dublin. I did it in a college in DIT. I studied computer science. So I was actually, the funny thing is, that's a good question you asked. The funny thing is I was forced to do computer science. So the African background, the African mentality, the family.
Yeah.
You, as a child, I'm sure, Samuel, did you get to choose what you wanted as a kid, what to study?
Of course, a little bit, but not. Yeah, of course, yeah.
So you had a bit of an input, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
See, in Europe, it's great. In America, Europe, it's all great. You guys get to choose, and your parents will assist you to making the better choice.
Sure.
In Africa, there's none of that. Your dad, your mom will tell you you're doing this, and if you don't do that, you're disowned, basically.
So that was computer science.
Exactly. So short story, it was computer science. So you're looking at someone who went in where kids at that time, back in 2013 we graduated, but kids at that time, 2010, they're going in with games and already they're interested in what they're learning.
Sure.
There's me going into computer science, having a clue what I'm expecting, because my dad said if you don't pass, I'll send you back to Africa. So like I have to pass and I have to like it, and I'm doing computer science and I'm literally like, what is this? It feels like Chinese. It almost literally felt like I was studying Chinese, whereas everyone else would come out, with like, let's go program on the weekends, and I'm like, guys, dude, like I just want to go and
Yeah.
relax. I don't
Yeah,
want
sure.
anymore. So that was one thing as well. So like actually, just to explain a bit more, while I was in computer science, I find it difficult to resonate with the other guys there,
Yeah.
and I was more like I needed more money, by the way, so. We moved up to Europe, and it's a different migration. So even if you have saved up a bit, it's less compared to Europe's
Yeah.
currency, euros. And so we're okay. It's not like we're poor or something, right? But we knew that it's not the same. Like our parents are building a new life.
Yeah, of course.
It's not like they had a lot, so we wouldn't be asking for a lot of things. So in order for me to have extra money for when you're in college and you're
Yeah,
spending,
yeah.
going to shops, expensive, right?
Yeah, right.
So what we used to do was me and my sister, we'd do like little businesses. So like, you know, she she has her crazy stuff, but I in a good way. I used to like do some comedy. I learned how to do comedy, and somebody told me I was funny. I was doing YouTube videos, and that's where I shall explain about the SEO and the online marketing, where that passion came from. Because I started to get my websites higher. I started to learn about Google Ads, and through doing it, getting more traffic, brand awareness, more people knew me. So I was into clubs, like comedy clubs, and from the comedy clubs, actually I had to like kind of speed up the process. So I kind of copied someone's joke. I told that on stage on my first gig because I just wanted people to laugh quick. And I remember like some guy goes like, you know, everyone was laughing, and at the end some guy was like, hey, I heard that somewhere. And I was like, that's me, guys, gotta go. I ran. So that was
so you're actually a comics.
Yeah, but that's a good one. Yeah, I'm a comedian. So basically in the weekends I'd go off. It's very funny. In the weekends I'd go off and I would learn how to tell jokes, and so I'd do kids parties and things like that, you know. And when I do these kids parties, you know, they laugh, the people laugh, they all learn how everything works. Now he's in stitches, he can't even stop from laughing. See guys, I'm very funny. Okay.
Sorry. So what do you do now?
Yeah, so the whole point of what I was telling you about the comedy was because throughout the comedy I learned how to be more expressive, and from that I had an idea of what I wanted to do, and it wasn't coding and whatnot. So I took a year out of college in my third year. Instead of finishing in 4 years, I did finish in the end. But when I took a year out, I went out to see, like, I had web design skills. I had a skill, and I didn't have enough money to get out there. Now, I couldn't find anyone who could teach things like in terms of business or in terms of marketing, more importantly, how to get more people. So I designed a website, for example, and after I designed it, it might be 450 euros, something small because I was only starting off, and that would be it for the month. And then I'd have to go back out and look for more work, and it was time consuming. But yet, if I knew how to, you know, get my website higher over time, that's what I learned, because I realized a lot of people who I helped, they didn't really care about the website. They wanted more traffic. They wanted more sales. That was just a marketing tool. So it was from there where I started to realize, oh, so they wanted that. So I started learning about SEO. It took me a whole 12 months to learn SEO, from knowing what meta tags to use, all the technical. But then over time, I mastered that skill. I started to teach more people. I started to do it for more people. I built the business up that way. And then I started to learn about other services. I started to travel. Like next week, I'm off to London, where I'm in a mastermind group for marketing. Where they're at a higher level, so I'm learning what I'm always learning. I'm just like anyone else. Everyone. Yeah, I'm a student as well. So what was your question again?
So what do you do? But
So basically, what I do now is I built a business, like I was saying there, from not 90 euro within the 3 years. I built it up, worked from the kitchen basically. To where we are now. So we have an office, and there's a few of us, and some of us work outside, and then sometimes people who are locally will work inside. So I've been able to basically, the reason why I was doing that, what fuels me is my purpose, right? And my goal in life is to change the lives of people in business through digital marketing strategies. And whether someone is working in a job or is self-employed, everyone is a business, and everyone is in business. So if I can change them based on showing them a strategy that they've been, you know, if somebody's a digital marketer and working in an agency and it's been thrown a lot of work, and always, you know, marketing, things are changing, technology is changing, right? So if I can show them something so simple like a Facebook ad strategy or SEO strategy or Google strategy, so simple, so easy to do, and something that we have already replicated, because we're always testing here for our clients. So if it works, if I teach them and then they can adapt that and it works for them, it makes their life easier. They feel secured in their job, they feel happy. And if it's a business owner, it's similar. We either can do it for them, or if they have time to do it themselves. I just want to save people's time and not go through all the you know, everything that I went through in the 12 months of just learning one particular thing, you know. Sure. So I'm advancing myself by paying, like, I think I'm spending a couple of thousands going to different locations in Vegas there, at the 10x Growth Con by Grant Cardone. He's really good. You should check him out, Grant Cardone. And I've learned a lot about sales. I was listening to Ty Lopez all on stage. You know, it's really important marketer. Check him out as well. And from there, I advanced a lot, and I use that information now to then do it for my clients who are getting higher returns, for example, or we're finding new ways of doing things to get new leads. I'm also teaching those who are only starting out or digital marketers at the same time, so who can't afford because they're not at that level where they're making enough to start spending on investment. So that's why I'm putting the courses together. So what I do really is me, myself, and the team, we're always advertising our clients through Google Ads, SEO, Facebook. No, SEO is not advertising, it's more about search engine optimization, is organic. Exactly. And then on the side, I also teach. So we have courses that we develop, and then I have one-to-one programs where I work with a startup or a small business owner, basically, because at that level they mightn't be able to have the capital to spend like $6,000 I've spent on the inner circle in London, I think, and you know, and then you have others where I'm traveling different, you know, because it's within what I'm doing. It's fine to invest in that, but if you're a plumber or you're a hairstylist, you're not going to spend all that money just into a 20K learning program in a whole year, because you need that to fund you. But for me, if I'm learning, I'm going to be able to get it back by doing it for my clients, and then at the same time teach others, so it's viable, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you already answered a little bit of this question, but why do you do what you do?
Yeah, exactly. Again, it's down to like the reason why I get up every day. It's down to my purpose.
Okay.
And my purpose, so a great friend of mine now who started off as a client and has become a great friend. And that's the thing as well.
Yeah.
You know, Grant Cardone says, always do more than you're paid for. And for example, the friend, the guy who I made friends with, I did more than he initially paid for. And we're always doing business together. He's also in my inner circle there, and great guy. His name is Simon Yule. He has actually a water filtration system water filtration company. So they install and maintain water filters in your home. So like he's phenomenal. He has like this passion, and I learn a lot from just looking at him, you know. Yeah, so sure. This 37-year-old young guy, you know, has built his business up with great beliefs and passion. You can see when you talk to him, you'd almost buy whatever it is just because you believe in what he's saying and you know it's true. So so seeing people like that, being associated with people like that who are also giving you tips about business and then life as well, you know. So that all stemmed from having that relationship, whereas, you know, I met Simon at a training event by another guy called Anthony Robbins. Anthony Wood, sorry, he owns an insurance company, the Keystone they're called. Just check them out, very good company. And Anthony's another phenomenal guy. So it's like there's a pattern. Everybody who knows somebody who's also somebody, they all seem to have the same belief and mindset, and all under one mission, you know. So again, I've been able to be close to these guys and you know, be accepted because I'm doing more than I'm paid for. I'm giving more, you know. What's his name? There's a Jim Rohn says, do more than you're paid for, you know, because the more you give, the more you get back, you know. Zig Ziglar says, a great motivational speaker as well, he says, you know, if you just help enough people get what they want, you will get anything that you want. Sure. You know what I mean? So again, from understanding all that, it has helped me come to my purpose, and these friends have helped me come to my purpose, and my purpose is literally what I'm excited about is learning information, practicing it, finding new ways to do something, and then going out and teaching people how to do that, or doing it for them. And the smiles, the satisfaction, the joy texts I get from their success, whether they're making more sales, getting more leads, whatever the problem solving, marketing, that's what gets me up every day when I wake up.
Okay. So what is your mission? So
my mission is basically with I want to help 1 billion people. And then I want to charge €1 for every person I help. Okay? So not so much about finance thing, right? It's about, my mission is, if I can take someone from a certain state and add even 1% to their growth or to their outcome of the second state in a better state, that's my mission. So in business, again, that's my goal. So whether it's business, I'm doing it for the clients, I'm teaching people. Whether it's outside, I might be teaching them something I've learned in business, okay? So Again, the end goal is I want to take that person who was like me, who might have who's struggling in an area of marketing. Maybe they're an established business and they need just to make some changes to their advertising or their SEO or whatever the marketing area, the online marketing space, to get that better return. That's my goal.
Okay.
And then for the smaller guys who don't have the budgets that these big companies have, there's so many other ways in which you can more so, I was going to say compete, but Grant Cardone talks about don't compete, he wants to dominate. So my theory there is I want to help people to see, get them on my mission, let's all go on the same path while we're all small, and you know, while we can dominate the bigger guys by doing things in a tactical way, in a smarter way, going from red ocean to blue ocean, doing more and producing more, finding our target market and getting connecting more with the target market, because that's what beats anything. You know, people want to do business, people they know, like, and trust. It's not all about the big companies, you know, polluting the space because they have big marketing budgets. We can win too, and we will win too, and that's my mission.
Okay.
You know.
Great. So what is your end goal of all of that?
Yeah, that's a good question. So the end goal of all that is basically I want more friends. I want more friends. I want more people who are interested in what I'm interested in. I want more people who are interested in succeeding, people who want to go to the next level, whether it's in business or whatever it is, because at the end of the day, you do business. It's for there's either you're fulfilling a need, or I just want to produce value, and if you are doing it some sort of a business, if you have dreams, my goal is like, and why I exist, and why anytime I feel like giving up and failing and giving up, and why I still could persist to keep on going, is that I believe that we don't have to live in a world that was designed. We can live in a new world that we create, right?
Sure.
And there's nothing like, at the end of the day, caveman time, you know, everything, like even a house, even this place, the office, and this is all just a brick and mortar someone put together, you know, put chairs, and well, the chairs, not someone did, I did, but just not the building, because it's just like, you know, rent. But my point is it doesn't have to be that, like, somebody else can create something new. We don't have to follow the government. That's what I always hate. Like, you know, we're controlled, we're not controlled, you know. It's like, I feel like everyone is in slavery, like, with the government, and they're telling us laws and what to do, and then they're the ones who are laughing. So why can't we fulfill our dreams, you know? So if they're trying to put us down, there is no putting us down. We can find our ways and find ways around it, and if I can help someone with my marketing skills to date and keep progressing and help and give more value around that, I'll have more friends and more people around the world who I can go anywhere around the world, and they will also know me, and they'll be able to accept me, and we'll be able to, you know, work together in any scenario. So even if there's a recession, I know Joe Blogs has this kind of business. I can go and buy something from Joe Blogs, or they know I have marketing. So, you know, we all support each other through anything. That's that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And how can people follow you, be part of yourself?
Yeah. So always want more people to come onto the journey. How you can follow me is Facebook, Ngalinda, MrMarketing. You can follow me on LinkedIn, Ngalinda. Again, you can just Google Ngalinda and it'll come up. So that's Ngalinda. You know, it's a hard name to spell. So I don't think there's many Ngalindas out there. I checked as well in Tanzania. There's about 3, and I'm coming for you guys. You know, so other than that, yeah, you can follow me there. And then more importantly, if somebody comes on board one of my training programs or becomes a client, that's commitment. That shows I've given value. So that makes me really excited, and that makes me go far and more. And I'm on a mission to at least get to. My goal is to help 1 billion people, whether it's true. Somebody might look at this video and get some inspiration and count that as I've helped them. You know, yeah, I hope so too. You know, so if I can change their current state into a better state, that's my mission. And if they come on board one of our maybe training programs, the SEO we've put together, or of Google AdWords, or any digital marketing program that we're putting together, or an event, or and they subscribe, or you know, that gets me motivated. Like, so we're together, we'll win, and we'll learn from each other. You know.
Okay. So thank you, Ngalinda.
All right.
And
wish you a pleasant journey. Thanks very much. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. So talk to you soon.